Howdy folks, Sapper here, aka Sean, turned 16, about ready to go down. So really there's not a whole lot, there's only one target, or only one thing firing this turn. Well, that has a fire command on it. And that would be this fist, which I think I've done this wrong. Yeah. I looked at the card, so the fists don't have... Well, actually, hold on. I don't think it is a fist. Maybe it's not. Because fists are unarmed. They don't have weapon systems on them. Okay. Yeah, so now we're good. They're 901s, which are... They are armed. The 981s. So if you look here, so we have 901s and 981s. I've been calling the 901 a fist, which I believe is still a fist. But it says here the 981 Fist V is unarmed. But they're 901s, so they are armed. So for a minute there I thought, oh, I've been playing this whole game with 901 fists that are... Or 981 fists that are unarmored. Or unarmed, excuse me. But that is not the case, I think. I don't know. I'm going to pretend that like they're 901s. So anyway, he's firing. So we got this headquarters section that is a tank, infantry fighting vehicle, and an AV will be an armored vehicle launch bridge. They're going to attempt to launch the bridge over that stream, which basically makes it like it's almost like a road, right? So you're not going to have to, you can cross impassable streams. So that's what I'm trying to do. But this fist sees that and is like, you know what? I don't want those Russians to bridge that gap. They can still get through because there is a forge site right here, but it'll cost them a little bit more time. So we're going to fire at this bridge launcher. 77% chance, and we rolled a 5. So I'm pretty sure that bridge launcher is probably toast, which is going to be a sad day for me because I used to operate a bridge launcher when I was in the Army. So I operated the U.S. Army's version of that. So let's see where it hits. 4-1. That is coming from the rear, I believe. No, it's from the side. Rear side. So I rolled a 41. So that is turret rear. Level shot, and then a 1. Oh, wait a minute! Look at that. A 1 on a missile is on a tow is no damage. So that bridge launcher got super lucky. You got hit, but there was no effect. Now in real life, if a missile hit that thing, there probably would be damage to the bridge, which would render it not functional. So the crew would survive, but you probably would have hit the bridge. So this is just based off of my experience having operated our version of that. If a missile hit that bridge, it probably wouldn't work anymore, or it wouldn't function the way they wanted it to. So, but the game, for some reason, doesn't actually get that down into the weeds on it, which it gets into the weeds on everything else, but it's not getting into the weeds on that. So now we are going to have some Overwatch fire. So this tank is going to fire back. So 11 hexes. It's short range. I believe it's short range even for a T-72. Yep, so that's short range. So it should be... It's going to be a 63% chance. So that's a 30. That's a hit. So that is a 1 and a 1. So we know that a 1 damage is or a 1 on the second die is a no damage. So we return fire, no damage. Now we still have the BMP, which they'll fire a missile. So it's going to be the same thing, 63. 63 or lower, 72, miss. Man, we're just trading shots. So missiles, gun rounds, everything just flying all over the battlefield, nothing happening. So that is it. It looks like. yeah, that's it for everything. Now we'll go ahead and conduct movement. So let's see here. These guys, they'll move 2. They can force march. They'll all force march into that, which gives them, instead of a movement of 2, gives them a movement of 3. And now what we have to do, if these guys are seasoned, there's a 50% chance for each squad to be suppressed, because basically they're tired, right? So we'll roll, so 50 or lower, they're suppressed. Suppressed, suppressed, not suppressed, and suppressed. So one squad is not suppressed. So we'll go ahead and do that and do that. But that bridge hex is an objective hex worth victory points. So the Soviets have control of that. I don't know if there's a bridge token. I don't know if there's a bridge token or not. So what we're going to do is we'll do that to show that they have gapped, or they have bridged that gap, which is an engineer term. That's what we used to use. These guys will move here. Yeah, they're going to stay. I think one of them will go there. This guy is still suppressed from when he was shot at way over here, so he can only move 1. So he will go there. So does anybody else have a movement token? This guy had a fire token. I think that's it. That's about it. So there is... I don't think I put anything on that helicopter. So let me... I don't know what I did about the helicopter, so I won't mess with that, but I'll do something next turn with that. So that's it. Turn 16 is done. There's 4 more turns. I probably ought to just... I would say what's the max victory points that the Soviets could get, but these guys... So for each hex that you control of this town, you get so many victory points. Let's see here. The force must occupy or be the last to occupy at least 15 of the 23 hexes. That's 1,500 victory points. Each bridge space is 350 points, so there's 2 of them. So you got that one here and that one here. That's 350. So right now it's a zero-sum game between those 2. And then of course unit elimination, margin of victory. You get points for eliminating units, and then the margin of victory is 440 points. So as it stands right now, I would say that it is probably a draw, because it's something I haven't shown in a while. We've got, these are all the eliminated units right here, which is just about everybody. So we would probably say that that is approximately even, right? And then each side holds a bridge hex. And then the town is the only thing that we're fighting over. Can the Soviets occupy 15 of the 23? Can they occupy 15 of the 23 of those? So the last person to have been in the hex is considered the occupier. I'm going to say that with those 4 units, and now that they're suppressed, we've got the three American units here, and the 3 squads versus 4 squads. It's probably... The Soviets, I don't think, will get 15 of 23 of these town hexes. So I'm going to, you know what, honestly, I think I'm going to call it a draw. Because with the amount of units eliminated on both sides, and the fact that each side has a bridge hex, it's pretty much going to be even. So you know what, I think I'm going to do that. I think rather than sit here and tally up points for, you know, an hour, fight out the last... There's only 4 turns left in the game.